Everybody, it's Jets Central coming back with another video previewing the Week 2 matchup between the New York Jets at the Oakland Raiders. The Jets are a 14-point underdog. That is a ton of points, you know, if you're familiar with spreads and whatnot. So it's not really looking good for the New York Jets. You know, Oakland dominated Week 1 against the Tennessee Titans. Derek Carr was looking good. Amari Cooper was looking good. Marshawn Lynch, you know, his first time being a Oakland Raider, at least in the regular season. So, you know, the Oakland Raiders, a lot of people are saying that they are a Super Bowl caliber team. They have enough talent to knock off the Denver Broncos, the Chiefs, the Steelers, the Patriots, and teams like that in the AFC. So, I mean, this team is the real deal here. And, you know, you look at the New York Jets, and then they lost their Week 1 matchup against the Buffalo Bills. You know, the Bills couldn't really capitalize on a lot of opportunities to score points. You know, they had that missed field goal and whatnot. So, the Bills didn't really impress me. But the Jets, you know, we still couldn't pull it out. And, you know, I got to be honest with you guys. I do see the Oakland Raiders winning. I don't like picking against my team, but, you know, again, I mentioned it in my pick video. I'm just trying to be real with you guys. I see the Oakland Raiders winning and by the spread, because you look at the Jets playing at Buffalo, then going across the country to, you know, obviously Week 2 to Cali, up in the black hole, which is a tough place to play against a Super Bowl caliber team. That is not easy for the New York Jets, especially with all the problems that the Jets have had with, you know, with the quarterback position, with the coaching staff, with the clock management and whatnot. So, and the youth, the overall youth of the team. So, you know, it's not really looking too good for the Jets. But I'll say this. The only way I think the New York Jets can maybe pull out a victory here is if we start fast. I'm talking about 1st and 10, first snap of the game, chucking it deep. Robbie Anderson on a go route. Look for that one-on-one coverage. Hit him, you know, hit him in stride. That's what the game plan should be for John Morton, Todd Bowles, and co. Strike fast and keep your foot on the neck of the Oakland Raiders. That's my philosophy, because the Oakland Raiders, you know, you look across like the 3 major sports, basketball, baseball, football, even college football, you see it all the time where a really stacked team sleeps on a much more less talented team, and they're like, okay, you know, whatever, we got the Jets this week, and you know, let's just hurry up, get through these guys, and then focus on Week 3. You know, especially with all these rumors about the Jets tanking and, you know, cutting all these veteran players and freeing up money and whatnot. So that could be the Oakland Raiders mindset. They could just be sitting there thinking, you know, let's just focus on Week 3, you know. The New York Jets, they're not really too talented. We're just going to smoke them. We're at home. They're coming off a loss. We're coming off a win against a good Titans team. Let's just hurry up, get through this week without any injuries. And the New York Jets can maybe capitalize on a situation like that, but we cannot do that if we start slow. If the Raiders are sleeping on us and McCown goes out there and throws a pick or two, or Matt Forte fumbles the ball, or we just keep going 3 and out and 3 and out and 3 and out, the Raiders will eventually pull through and just stick to their plan and basically beat us. I mean, basically just outmatch us, because their players are more talented than ours. So the only way I think we can maybe squeak out a victory or get close, like make the game close, is if we start fast and play aggressive and play, just have some trickery, run a reverse, run a flea flicker, run some end arounds or a screen, play action fake. You know, let's open up the bag of tricks here. We have a young, talented team. We don't have that. This is the reason why we let go of Revis and Marshall and Harris and Clady and Mangle, all these guys, because, you know, not only are we freeing cap, but we want to see what the young guys have. We want to see what the young players have. Are these players good enough to play on Sunday? Some are, some aren't. But we're not going to figure out who is and who's not if we're just going to do these really basic, really conservative play calls and basically just play like we have to be there. Like somebody's forcing us, saying, hey, look, guys, you have to play 3 hours this Sunday. I'm sorry, but that's just what it is. That's just what it seems like with the Jets. I just want to see us play as a team, play like a bunch of brothers, play for the name on the back of your jersey and the logo on the side of your helmet. Play like you want to be there, not just for a paycheck. So we have to strike fast. Whether it be a deep ball to Robbie Anderson, whether it be a reverse to Ardarius Stewart, whether or not it's a flea flicker, where they hand the ball off and they flick it back to McCown and he goes deep, maybe to Curse or something. Curse is pretty good at the 50-50 balls. So we cannot beat the Oakland Raider team in the trenches. We cannot do it. They have a better offensive line. They have a better... No, actually, I still believe we have a better defensive line. But in the trenches, the Raiders seem to match up pretty well with the Jets. So the Jets, like I said, we have to start fast. Maybe get a stop on the first couple possessions. Maybe cause a turnover. Again, it's a lot easier said than done. But at the same time, imagine if the Raiders receive and the Jets hold them to a 3-and-out real quick, and then on the first play, McCown hits Robbie Anderson for a 75-yard touchdown pass, the Raiders will be shook a little bit and thinking to themselves, whoa, what's going on here? Then the ball goes in the Jets' court, and it's just up to them to keep applying the pressure. Keep controlling the ball. Don't put the ball in their court, and don't say, hey, Oakland Raiders, here's a chance for you to beat us. Apply the pressure, keep your foot on the neck, keep your foot on the gas pedal, and the New York Jets might have a chance to pull out a victory against a super talented Oakland Raider team. Because you look across the board, Crabtree, Lynch, Cooper, Derek Carr, fantastic offensive line. I would say they're probably the second best offensive line in the NFL behind the Dallas Cowboys, obviously. And then you look at that defense. They have a top 3 player in the game in Khalil Mack, manning that defensive end, outside linebacker, inside linebacker. The dude's good enough to play all 3 positions. They have a young defense. They got Carl Joseph back there at safety. I liked him coming out of West Virginia. They signed Irvin from Seattle, I think it was last year. So this Raiders, the defense isn't as good as the offense, but they have notable names and players in place to make plays. So the Jets are going to have their work cut out for them, obviously. So we have to strike fast. We have to keep applying the pressure, and we can't make mistakes. We have to force the Oakland Raiders to make mistakes. We got to turn the ball over if we want to compete in these games. It's just that simple. We have to win in categories, because chances are opposing teams' offenses and opposing teams' defenses are more talented than our roster. So how do you combat that? By controlling the clock, winning the turnover battle, winning field position battles, capitalizing on opportunities. Not, if say Jamal Adams gets an interception, not going 3-and-out. We have to capitalize on the Oakland Raiders' mistakes. You see it all the time. Every single time the Patriots play, or when the Golden State Warriors play, or trying to think of other teams, like when the LA Dodgers play. You have to capitalize on mistakes of really good teams. If Tom Brady is throwing interceptions left and right, or he's not completing passes like he was against the Kansas City Chiefs when he just looked out of it, like he looked old and like a statue back there, the Chiefs capitalized. The Chiefs were saying to themselves, okay, we're holding these guys on 3rd down. Now Alex Smith is coming out throwing the ball. The rookie from Kareem Hunt, rookie from Toledo, was running all over the place. Patriots couldn't figure out how to do it. Kansas City kept their foot on the gas, and they came out victorious. So if you're playing the Golden State Warriors and Steph Curry is 0 for 10 or 1 for 12 from 3-point, the other team has to capitalize, get to the foul line, capitalize on these great teams' mistakes. That's how the underdogs win, especially when the whole entire roster is way more talented than your roster. So I'll leave it at that. I think that's the only way the New York Jets can squeak out this victory. And that's kind of what I'm going to be looking for, because I will be angry if the Jets just come out lethargic. It's a 4 o'clock game, obviously, on the East Coast, but in the West Coast, it's always tough for these East Coast teams to go over and play in California. You look at teams like 49ers, the Raiders, the Rams, Chargers. It's always tough for these East Coast teams because of the time change and whatnot. So it's going to be a tough test for the Jets. Like I said before, the Raiders are 14-point favorites, so it is what it is. And let me know down in the comment section what you guys are going to be looking out for in this game, or how the New York Jets can maybe squeak out a victory against this super talented Super Bowl contender Oakland Raider team. So with that being said, hopefully the New York Jets pull it out, and go Jets.